Welcome back to the next part of the show, and right now I'm gonna move on to the exercises, and we're gonna practice about the question forms. Okay, so please remember the structure and also the way how it uses, because it is if you practice it in a frequent way, you do it a lot, you will know the structure carefully. Okay, you will get it in mind. It's just naturally spoken and naturally written. Okay, so just try to claim it by practicing it as much as you can. Okay, so there is something that you can practice right now. It is the exercise number 5 on page number 60. But first, say a little too much. Number 5. Rewrite the direct questions as indirect questions using the phrases in the brackets. Okay, so right now you're gonna write those 8 sentences, those 8 questions in an indirect way. Okay, because those are directed as the direct question. So the first one will be an example for you. What's the capital of Malaysia? So that is a direct question. So the phrase that leads to the question in an indirect way, it is, have you any idea? So maybe it is, have you any idea, because they rewrote it every time. So maybe, have you any idea? So have you any idea what the capital of Malaysia is? Okay, so just forming it, rearrange it, so because it is the structure of the indirect question. Okay, so now we're gonna begin with the number 1. Yeah, do it right now with me. Have you ever ridden a motorbike? The phrase to begin it is, can you tell me? So because this is the question of yes, no. Okay, you gotta tell me, is it yes, no, or is it the WH type? Okay, so this is the yes, no. So yes, no, when we will write it in an indirect way, please remember that the phrase you can use, it can be if or it can be whether. Okay, so it can be, so it is, can you tell me if you have ridden a motorbike? Okay, can you tell me if you have ever ridden a motorbike? Can you tell me if you have ridden a motorbike? Okay. Number 2. What's your earliest memory? So the form to begin it is, I'd like to know. So because this is WH, so just do it normally, but you gotta form it a little bit. Okay, so it will be, I'd like to know what your earliest memory is. Okay, what your earliest memory is. So I'd like to know, write it down. I'd like to know what your earliest memory is. Number 3. Are you an optimist or a pessimist? So the question to begin it is, I wonder. So is this WH question? No, it is about question about yes, no. So remember, if or whether. Okay. So I wonder. You can say I wonder whether you are an optimist or a pessimist. Or you can say I wonder if you are an optimist or a pessimist. Okay. So I prefer if because it is just basically shorter. I wonder if you are an optimist or a pessimist. Number 4. Do you like computer games? Begin with could you tell me? So also another yes no question. So could you tell me whether you like computer games? You feeling it easy right now? Can you tell me whether you like computer games? If you like computer games, it is also acceptable. Okay, so let's do it. Number 5. How well will you do in your next exams? So begin with have you any idea? So also this is an WH question, though it not start with the word letter W and H, but they still have the letter H, and it is not yet a yes no, so it is still be put as a WH type. Okay, so how well will you do in your next exams? Have you any idea? Have you any idea? How well will you do? Okay, how well you will do. Okay, how well you will do. Have you any idea how well you will do in your next exams? Okay, number 6. What kind of music do you like listening to? Begin with I wonder. So WH. So I wonder what kind of music you like listening to. Okay, I wonder what kind of music do you like listening to. Okay, so the sentence number 7 and number 8 you can do by yourself at home, and tomorrow I will be back, and in an extra part I will correct those 2 sentences. Okay, and I will also do one more exercise. It can be 6 or it can be number 7 down below, also on page number 60. And because tonight's lesson it is just in time. Okay, so thank you so much for watching our tonight's lesson of our show. Remember 7:30 p.m. On Facebook page and YouTube channel every Saturday and Sunday. See you tomorrow night. Goodbye and good night. Remember to do number 7 and number 8. Goodbye, good night. Okay, also traditional thing, it is water. As every night, Saturday lesson are ended. Cheers. You know how weekend taste? It is just the same as this water in your bottle. Always cool and refreshing taste.